Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening and happy New Year's Eve. I'm Keaton Hall. Perry County and City of Hazard officials put together a New Year's Eve meal for flood survivors staying at Perry County Park. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox tells us how locals are trying to stay together as they reflect on a tough year.
All the fixings combined for a holiday gift from officials to flood survivors.
I mean, people have been displaced for 5 months. They're living in travel trailers. We want to just tell them that, we haven't forgotten you.
The dinner is also a reminder that local officials realize the road ahead is long for people still in campers.
I don't see any end in sight soon, if you've lost your entire home, but at least we can try to do certain things for you.
Flood survivors appreciate the help, especially during a hard holiday season after losing a lot of valuables, if not all of it.
Ma Bellini and everybody there have been nice. The church people's helped us out a whole lot, and it's just wonderful. They helped us with Christmas.
With that said, survivors like Ronald and his family are still waiting for federal monetary assistance to get back on their feet.
Yeah, I'd like to get back to my place, but I can't do nothing till they settle with me.
While holidays this year have been different for Eastern Kentuckians, the love from each other has helped carry them through. In Hazard, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Wednesday marked 5 months since the flood happened. Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson declared a state of emergency for Knott County on Saturday due to water outages. Dobson said people in Mousie have been without water for several days. The city of Hyman is also facing a water shortage. Officials said Southern Water of Floyd County is unable to provide Hyman with water due to their own water breaks. Dobson said it's estimated to be 2 days before they're able to pump water to Hyman. Officials with the City of Hazard Utilities issued an update on the water situation on Saturday. They said water is being restored to Highway 15 North, Highway 80, and Highway 28, as well as other areas. Officials said water is also being pushed to the south end of the county, but crews are going to do that in sections because it'll make sure the lines stay stable. Officials warned higher elevation areas will be the last to get water. A boil water advisory was issued for the entire water system, except for folks inside the Hazard City limits and airport gardens. For more information on that, you can visit our website. One sheriff's office in Southwest Virginia had a bit of a scare yesterday. On Friday at around 3:30 p.m., the Wise County Sheriff's Office Dispatch Center received a call stating there were bombs planted at the Wise County Justice Center as well as the Wise County Courthouse. Wise County Sheriff's Deputy Sergeant Garth Nicely says both sites were evacuated, searched, and cleared by bomb-detecting canines, and an arrest was made later that night.
Later last night, I would assume after 6 p.m., I'm guessing, they determined a suspect and I guess interviewed and took out charges on the subject.
42-year-old David Lee Graham of Wise was arrested on 2 felony counts of making bomb threats and could be held liable for any expenses used during the response to the threats. We'll have more from the Wise County Sheriff's Office tonight at 10. New Year's Eve party goers, be careful. Police around the area will be looking for impaired drivers tonight. Every year, the federal government asks local police to put more units out during certain times of the year. One of those times includes New Year's Eve. Police are asking people to plan ahead and be responsible.
There are so many ways to avoid driving impaired. There's Lyft, there's Uber, there's the taxi cabs. Have a designated driver. There's so many things you can do to make sure that you're not getting behind the wheel impaired. So we ask everybody to think about that.
Police say studies have shown on a normal weekend, 10% of drivers are impaired. With New Year's Eve on a Saturday, there's a chance that number could be even higher. Millions are expected to watch New York City's New Year's celebration. Our coverage of that's going to start at 8 p.m. on WYMT.
Well, we are ending 2022 on a soggy note as a few showers are possible as we go into this evening. Here's a live look over at Buffalo Mountain. All is quiet at this location right now. Current temperature well above average, 54 degrees over at Buffalo Mountain, 52 for Manchester, 56 for Jackson and London, 57 for Somerset, and 55 over in Irvine. So very comfortable as you step out the door this evening. Temperatures are going to fall into the lower 50s and upper 40s as we go into tonight, and we wake up on New Year's Day in the middle 40s, so still above average as you wake up on Sunday. Like I said, a few showers are possible out there from Lawrence County into portions of Breathitt County, also Magoffin County and Johnson County as well. Nothing too heavy, but a few showers are possible into this evening. The good news, we do start to dry out as we go into tonight. That full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Keaton.
Thanks, Cameron. The Kentucky Wildcats ended their 2022 the same way it started, a bowl game against the Iowa Hawkeyes. WYMT Sports Director John Lowe has more from Nashville.
A tough out for the Kentucky Wildcats here in Nashville, held off the scoreboard for the first time since 2019, and a 21-0 loss to Iowa in the Music City Bowl. The theme of the day was defense. That's what held back new starter Destin Wade and the Kentucky offense, not even allowing the Cats to enter the red zone all day, and it also put two of the Hawkeyes' 3 touchdowns on the board with a pair of pick sixes in the first half. But despite the loss, Coach Stoops says the message is clear. He has confidence in the program's future.
That's confidence I have in him and us and our future. Things are going to be fine. We have a very good football team that wants to come back hungry. You know, obviously there was just something a bit off this year from time to time, and I just told the players this, and I'll tell you that's on me. I have to get that fixed to get back to being who we are. I think Iowa won today by being Iowa, and credit them.
Not the best day for Big Blue Nation on the football field, but a great day to represent the 606. Before kickoff, Floyd County native Jerica Blair opened up the game by singing God Bless America. After growing up in the city of Martin, she moved to Nashville about a decade ago to become a recording artist, but is now a realtor in the area. And she says she won the opportunity to sing on a radio show.
Yeah, no, gosh, I'm so excited. I seriously still can't believe that I'm here. And Kentucky Plain is just the cherry on top. I'm so excited that I get to share this day with a school from the state that I will always call home.
Certainly a special moment here in Nashville and her family back in Floyd County as well. Congratulations, Jerica. Well, I'll have much more coverage on Kentucky's loss to Iowa in the Music City Bowl coming up later on in sports. And both Courtney Lane Brewer and Nate Johnson will have full coverage of Kentucky's win over Louisville on the basketball court in Rupp Arena. That's coming up just a little bit later right here on WYMT. But for now, in Nashville, John Lowe, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, if you're looking for a resolution for the new year, consider this one. Don't get scammed. That's on my list. Advocates say scammers use a range of methods to trick people into giving up their money. One of many, Medicare scams to prey on seniors. The Appalachian Agency for Senior Citizens operates as the Senior Medicare Patrol for Tazewell, Russell, Buchanan, and Dickinson counties. They say avoiding Medicare scams is often as simple as not giving away your personal information over the phone.
They can get information from databases that may have your birthday, or so it makes it seem like it might be real. But again, we just encourage them, if you do have any questions, don't talk to that person. Call Medicare yourself and verify what information they do need from you.
The AASC adds Medicare will never call you to ask for personal information, so if someone on the phone starts to pry, it may be time to hang up. As we approach the new year, many are taking down their Christmas trees. If you opted for a real tree this year, you can donate it to a good cause. Samantha Valentino has the details.
Fish need fish habitat in the form of woody debris in our lakes, and all of our lakes in Kentucky are aging, and with that age becomes a decay of woody debris.
So for decades, the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife has used Christmas trees to improve fish habitat.
Fish will use these as a feeding area. They'll use them as cover and refuge. and possibly even a spawning area, you know, if we put them in shallower water.
Through January 15th, you can bring your live Christmas tree to any of the 31 locations across the state.
Your live tree is either going to be mulched or go to a landfill. You know, we're going to repurpose this.
We met Bo Black at the Lexington tree drop-off site.
For the last 20 years, I winter in Florida, so this is the first tree I've had in 20 years. Going to a good cause. Not often you get a chance to pitch in and help with little effort.
That was really neat that we're here and got to see him, you know, donating his tree, and also seeing that he's an angler and that he sees the importance of it.
And if you're an angler, Zimmerman says you can benefit from the Christmas Trees for the Fishes program. All locations of the habitats built from Christmas trees are available on the Fish and Wildlife website.
Give them a try, you know, maybe it'll increase your success next time you're out on the water.
For a full list of Christmas tree drop-off locations, you can head to this story on our website, WYMT.com.